Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis, and from the Posada Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing really well.
Doing well. How you doing there?
I got some weird like upper
Chest cold?
lung throat thing going on where
Mm,
I felt like for the last 4 days I had something stuck in the back of my throat like a popcorn husk or something like that. So it's
oh,
just I don't know, it's just
hard
irritating.
pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So
Need to drink more
but
scotch.
that is yeah. I woke
I mean, it has nothing to do with what's going on. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's 2 days ago. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta get rid of this thing." So I went downstairs, I was gargling salt water, and it
Oh
seemed
gosh, I
that
remember those
that seemed to do
days.
the seemed to do the trick because
Oh,
the thing in
well,
my
there you
throat
go.
now is gone. So
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah.
yeah, so
Boom.
yeah. All right. Aside from that, today we are talking about the AJ Fernandez Dias de Gloria Brazil Figurado. You can't tell from
Good
this
looking
picture, but it
cigar.
is a Figurado.
I got a
Uh,
funny story about that too.
6.5 inch by 52. Comes out of the Tabacalera AJ Fernandez factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Brazilian Matafina. Binder and filler both from Nicaragua. Blended by AJ Fernandez himself. Price point is $15.50. And the cigar was released in May of 2024. So with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
I didn't read that it was a figurado. So when I
Mm.
took off that cedar, I was like, whoa, whoa, look at
Where did this
this.
come from?
Look at this little surprise. And then I looked and I was like, oh, he did put figurado on there. I was
Yeah.
totally confused about it. Um, Beautiful cigar with the cedar. Remove the cedar, it's just still beautiful. It's just a great looking stick. Nice coloring, beautiful aroma. First through, I was getting some mocha profiles, lots of coffee, cream, chocolate. There's leather barnyard. It was really good, man. Spices, tobacco, medium strength and body. Um, Second, third had that mocha leather, still had like that barnyard. I was really digging it. I was totally confused. Like all of a sudden a Figurado shows up, but this is AJ. I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was on an ayahuasca trip with, Aaron Rodgers here. Final third, really dark mocha. There was like less cream, but like the coffee was there, the mocha, the chocolate was there, really warm spices. It smoked still smoking cool. Um, Beautiful burn and draw. It was a great smoking experience. I was really happy. John?
Yeah, I also, we don't normally talk about the pre-light experience, but that the Figurado was nice. It had a soft box press to it. I mean, I realize it's 15.50, but Brazilian Matafina is expensive. It's a good looking cigar. I think he put a lot of work into making this look like a good cigar. First third was really enjoyable. Lots going on: creamy tobacco, spices, earth, some medium pepper that kind of waxed and waned throughout the first third. A little bit of muted wood in the retrohale. Just the nice darker, sweeter, spicier profile. And I think where I was torn is that for me, the second third kind of almost got there. Like it was just right up to the line. And it was one of those things of like, do I mark down good? And I always have this conversation of like, if I have to ask myself the question, then the answer is no. If I know to mark down good, then I know it's good. And I feel like it was just about there because it had creamy tobacco, baking spices, earth, sweet tobacco, but it was just missing something for me in that second third. So still quite pleasant, quite enjoyable. Last third more of just straight creamy sweet tobacco and spices. Earth was gone, kind of some pepper accents occasionally, and then the pepper kind of ramped up out of nowhere in the bottom half. As is the case, of course, with AJ, as you can always count on construction, perfect burn, perfect draw. Profile above average. If I could give like somewhere between three quarters of the way towards a good rating, that's kind of where it was. Almost there, just not quite. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with a bold mix of toasted oaks, earth, and black pepper. Pepper mellowed a bit fairly quickly. Light creaminess joined in a bit later. Second, third saw the fullness of the flavors drop off a fair amount, and the black pepper mellowed significantly. Um, Things picked up back up at the end of the third. Then the final third saw the black pepper mellow a bit. Construction was absolutely perfect, which is what I expect out of AJ's factories. But just an average flavor profile throughout. Second, third was odd because it seemed like a valve kind of for the fullness of the flavors. It was tightened until right at the end of the third, and then kind of flew back open. So it was a bit weird, but overall pretty average and linear. Not anything exciting enough to make me want to come back to, which is sad because it's such a great looking kind of pre-light and everything going on. But yeah, not a cigar that I'll really come back to. All right, let's get into the scores. We're going to start top with Seth at 7.17. John gave it a 6.1. I gave it a 5.75. So Seth, how'd that 7.17 match up for you?
I loved it. I thought it was great. It was great to smoke that Brazilian tobacco again. Would definitely come back to it. What was the price on the site? $15.50. I mean, look at this. So no, it was really good. I was not surprised by the draw and the construction. I was not surprised about how great the cigar looked. The consistency and quality was just wonderful throughout. It was surprising and it was great. It was kind of, I don't know, for many years people talked about how AJ was going to be great or like AJ did these great things, and this is kind of one of those like he's got a lot of tobacco. This is what you can do. In my opinion, this is what you can do. Um, I'm way ahead of anyone else though. Like who's the 9 holes behind me on the golf course? Is that John?
John 6.1.
Yeah, so my score, like I said in the sort of experience talk, I think my score is a little on the low side. Like it should, to me, it's kind of in that weird no man's land between 6.1 and 6.5, like closer to the 6.2, 6.3 mark than the 6.5 mark or the 6.1 mark. And it's probably something I would return to. Again, the format was really nice. I like the flavors that were present. I would like to see that second third just a little bit more. I mean, heck, I'd like to see the last third a little bit more. But I like the direction. I like where he's going with this blend. So yeah, Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, my 5.75 matches well. Just average flavor profile throughout. That weird kind of thing about where all the fullness got, kind of seemed to get like constricted for a bit, and then it kind of came back. But good construction kind of puts it up into the high fives mark, but not something I'm really gonna come back to, I don't think. And I don't think a different Vitola is gonna do much for me here either. So yeah, just a pass for me. Final thoughts on this one?
I don't think I'd smoke on a different Vitola. I think the Vitola is pretty cool. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe it smokes
Yep.
well in the other ones, but one of these things, I'm never rocking a boat. Not gonna fuck
Yeah,
that
I,
thing up.
I think the Vitola is kind of what makes this particular one special. I would probably go. I would probably drop the cedar sleeve. I mean, I know cedar
I
sleeve
agree
has
with
been
that.
around forever. It just doesn't do anything for me anymore. I mean, if you want to leave the ribbon on there just to protect the foot or whatever, I guess. But cedar sleeve doesn't do anything for me, and it just takes up cost. And
Yeah, I think it's okay on the other Vitolas. On this one, it takes away because you
yeah,
don't see that foot. I don't know if you
I mean,
shorten the sleeve a little bit just
oh,
so
and
that
then
you have that little nipple that sticks
I hate
out.
when they do that. I know some people do that.
Do they? Okay.
Haven't some people done that? Haven't
I
you
don't know.
seen that? I feel like I've seen that before.
If I
I'm sure it's
had
been done.
more of these cigars or I had more time with it before I was like getting ready to light up and smoke it, I would have like actually
I
cut off enough and slid it back on just to kind of see what it looked like, just to get a sense of what it would be like. But like your experience, like you see this cigar, you're not expecting there to be a tapered foot underneath that sleeve. You're expecting it to be a basically a torpedo or a bellicoso, right? So
How many people do you think bought it and found out it was a Figurado and they're like, what the fuck?
yeah, you're like I thought I was paying for more cigars than this. No.
By the way, I think
But
the people who've done it before and have shown the nipples PDR, and that's why I'm against it.
oh, that
Mm.
could be, yeah. Or if you could find some way to like make the cedar taper and it just slides right on, like, like a glove,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be cool. But
Ooh,
I'm sure that would take a lot of work to make that happen. But just something cool to think about
that's cool.
for people. Yeah. All right, wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe. But check out the full written review on the website developingpalettes.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
DS de Gloria, Brazil.